Oh yeah.
Well, hello. I'm Luther Kruger with the Big Blue Sun Museum of Solar Cooking based in Minneapolis. And I'm here with Andrew Stone and a whole team of Makerspace folks, Quelab in Albuquerque. You're the envy of Minneapolis for sun lovers. We get so little sun in Minneapolis. And as much as you want to talk about what is the story behind this villager and its resurrection.
So, we are the New Mexico Solar Energy Association. This is our 49th year of advocating for solar. And when it started out, we were all mostly into the passive solar because photovoltaics were extremely expensive back in those days. And we never thought that they would be the dominant technology in solar because there's so many other great technologies that are available. And when you think about the world population coming up over 8 billion people, most of those people will never own a photovoltaic panel. But all of them could be taking advantage of cooking every day, especially in the hot sub-Saharan areas, which like here, there's rarely a cloud. New Mexico Solar Energy Association is the second oldest solar nonprofit in America. The first one was founded 50 years ago, and that's the American Solar Energy Society, of which we're a local chapter.
The oldest local chapter.
The oldest local chapter.
Started in 1972.
That's awesome.
Now, hopefully you're seeing this movie before June 21st, 2022, because we're having our 50th anniversary here in Albuquerque next June, and that'll be the national conference will be held here, and we are going to focus on the energy transition with economic justice, and that is so critical. This is the time to address inequalities in our society because the sun shines on everyone equally. So why not take advantage of it? Shall we make some enchiladas? I'd like to introduce some other people from New Mexico
please.
to come up here. Can I invite Marlene Brown, the original woman pioneer in solar?
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not?
No.
Ah,
I'm
she's
too young for that.
That's right, she's too young.
I'm too young for that.
Talk more about our cooker and what you know and what you remember from the early days.
So my name's Marlene Brown. I'm past president of New Mexico Solar Energy Association. And what I do know about this cooker is it was donated to NMSEA by Sandia National Labs quite a while ago. And it's gone through several iterations of different trailers, and it was living up in Santa Fe, and then it came down to Albuquerque. But it's pretty difficult to move from all around the state. So what we try to do is stage it where we can use it for a while and then move it as little as possible. But this thing is great. It's you can cook many dishes at once. And it's a slow cooker. I mean, that's what these solar cookers are. They're meant to get up to about 350, and they cook slowly, but it's really a nice way to cook. And then you move it with the sun. So what you want to do is make sure that you have full sun in the cooker. And what many of us do is we set up our solar cookers so that in the middle of the day when we have full sun, it'll kind of heat up slowly, hit the cooker in the hottest part of the day, if we can't be there to change, to move it around, and then it'll slowly kind of cool off and you come home to a nice cooked meal. It's a wonderful thing.
And so you don't have to go into any of the nitty-gritty details, but somehow it's seen better days.
It has. It's been beat up.
Yes. And so it's in the last 2 months or so, I think. I know with Andrew and a couple others, we had an email exchange to put it back in order. I heard about the shape it was in, and I was ready to throw some money down. Let's get us some seed money, because I have a village or two, and it just broke my heart to hear that it could be, gone to the four winds. So what's the story behind that? As much as you can share, want to share?
Well, I think what's exciting is QLab is Albuquerque's premier makerspace. And about 10 years ago, when I joined, I had been down in San Francisco and seen Noise Bridge. It's just the idea of people being able to come to a place, learn from older or more wise people about how to do anything, from laser cutting, plasma torches, welding, fabric arts, clay, whatever you want to make, you can make here at QLab. And so I realized, being involved in both my two favorite nonprofits, New Mexico Solar Energy Association and the QLab Makerspace, well, wouldn't it be cool if, okay, so here's the deal. We get a call from one of our old guys and he goes, "Did you know that our cooker is in a heap somewhere?" And we're like, "What?" Somebody had stolen the trailer and pushed the villager on the ground into a heap. And so the process began. We had to collect the bones and get her over here, and that was difficult. The wives said, "You're not doing it today." And so we found 4 young kids to lift it up, and that was better. But the villager had taken a big, when it came off, it'd take a big hit here and here, and it had broken off the upper panel thing. So it looked like it wasn't going to work. I looked at it and said, well, we can make it work again. We'll never make it new. But I think today we're seeing it heat up. We're already at about 140.
Okay.
And I want to point out that this is a real heritage trailer. And the president of QLab's father had it, and he just donated it to us. So what's kind of interesting, and we're going to inject a still of how we got this monster on this tiny trailer. We had 3 or 4 PhDs here, a couple of master's students, and a bunch of years of doing all sorts of things. And together we sat, we looked, and we realized the only way to get this big thing on this trailer, on that shaft down there, was to tilt it and turn the trailer up. And that's how we got it. I'm going to get you some stills so you can add it to your
thank you.
movie.
Yes. Excellent.
So that was challenging. So now it's functional, and it's not beautiful yet, but it's sort of like once you get into your 60s, you realize you're never going to be young again. But you're still functional.
Yes, you're classic. And this is a classic cooker.
And then just the whole Coleman Versa trailer. It's a beauty.
Yay!
Yeah, and this is our vice president of New Mexico Solar.
Right.
I mean, our treasurer.
Okay.
And Walter, I don't know if you wanted to say a few words about the organization or something.
Well, I'd just like to thank Andrew for his vision and hard work together to make this come true. And I'd like to thank Bernalillo County and the city of Albuquerque for helping to fund another project called the Sun Racers. I don't think any money has gone towards this so far, or if so, it's probably out of Andrew's pocket.
And Hendricks
it's
and
all
John Murray's.
Sweat equity, but certainly the city and the county have been very helpful to the Solar Energy Association. We're very grateful.
Yes, we're really grateful to you for being there with taking pictures of your villager so we could figure out what to do on ours.
we got to start a club. Like I mentioned, I did some emails and I said we got to start like those Airstream clubs, you know, where
Absolutely.
we can all trailer ours to maybe to Burning Man or something.
And do all the cooking for
All the
them.
cooking without flames.
That would be so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh well, thank you so much.